Friday anthem now.
It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga and no nigga.
That's just the first line that I just really enjoy. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. What? What are you eating? What are you eating?
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know. There was this little bastard outside my house last night with a pillowcase full of candy, so I took it.
So we both did the bit. We both planned on doing the bit about taking Halloween candy from children.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Well,
No,
damn it.
I was giving it to children, and then I always end up with some for myself.
Here's the thing. None
yeah.
of that was given to any children. Like, there isn't really a trick or treat where there isn't really headphones on me. There isn't really a trick or treat where I am.
That was going to be my question: is how is trick or treat where you are?
Yeah, there wasn't one. I'm currently about to be moving from these apartments, and but at apartments it doesn't really happen. I think they had a trunk or treat recently, one of those things. But nobody's gonna come up to the third floor for some candy. That's my own candy from my cabinet. I get myself candy.
So trunk or treats are interesting. You see those in schools a lot, like school areas, and then like I think that's a big church thing. Now is like a trunk or treat because I guess it's their way of doing like a fun fall activity that's not demonic Halloween, evil Halloween,
Come do non-satanic Halloween
right? So
with the Presbyterians or
I've
the
got-
whoever. I don't even know your individual list.
what candy was that?
That is a take on Sour Patch Kids.
A take on Sour Patch Kids? Is it Sour Patch Bros? Sour Patch Dude? Sour Patch Dudes? Are those Sour Patch Dudes?
These were I don't know where she got these, but these are called Sour Blockheads.
Sour Blockheads.
They're really good. Like, honestly, they're like a more artisan and elegant gummy.
They're the Charlie. No. Is it Charlie Brown? The Charlie Brown version of a Sour Patch Kid. Was he a block? He's the blockhead. Somebody said blockhead in that cartoon in Peanuts.
Did Lucy call him a blockhead?
Somebody called him a blockhead. I think Lucy called
or something.
Charlie Brown a blockhead.
This is some riveting stuff.
Oh, this is the best podcasting on the internet. Is two dudes talking about Charlie Brown being a blockhead or not.
Who are you?
So you've got that. I have actual.
Hi, I'm Brendan.
I'm Mike, and I have
Mike.
Halloween candy as well. Mine's actually in the little like individual packages. You just have a big bag of candy.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Indeed. Can I just tell you that it almost looks like you're wearing a red gi, like you're going to a martial arts tournament or something. I
This
don't
looks like
know
a
why.
gi?
For some reason, the way the cut on the camera to me is, and seeing the line come up at that angle, I almost felt like it's
Is
a
red
red.
slimming on me?
You're what is it? Ken that wore the red on Street Fighter? Yeah.
Yes, Ken wore the red.
Yeah. You're very Canadian judo team to me.
We do have like a red and blue thing going on right now. Like
This is
you're
purple.
very blue. That's purple.
Yeah.
It's coming across very blue in the camera.
Is it coming across very blue? I see
Very
purple in
blue.
mine. I see purple in mine. I don't know.
Might just be mine, but
okay.
I'm seeing blue.
These are blue, like navy blue.
Yeah. It might be a bluish purple that I just might not be might not be seeing correctly.
Yeah.
But
It happens.
so no, but this is my. You informed me that today is is it National Jersey Day?
They called it.
They called it.
It's the first Friday in November.
Okay.
Is called. I'm trying to find our text message because I can't. There it is. National Jersey Friday.
Okay, so it's not National Jersey Day, it's National Jersey Friday, specifically Friday.
Yeah, National Jersey Friday is the first Friday, excuse me, in November. I don't even know what that noise was. Good
So
Lord, we're on a roll.
when you told me that, I realized I had to throw something on. So this is one of my favorites. This is my
You had
Wayne
to throw
Gretzky.
something on.
Well, I had to throw a jersey on. This
Yeah.
is my Wayne Gretzky Labatt Coup Canada Cup, 1993, I think.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
Oh, my parlay didn't go through.
Who let you down?
Jaden Ivey needed 5 more points.
So what's your so that parlay failed? You got anything else running right now? Because I've got one running currently
That was the
in the
only thing I
NBA.
had going. That means that 14 of my 15 legs will hit.
Wow.
14 of 15.
That's painful.
5 points stood between me and about, I'll say it, about $600.
You need a drink?
Yeah. Come here, whiskey.
All right, what are we drinking tonight? You're already poured and ready to go.
I'm going to need some more after that loss.
I was going to pour mine in advance, but I figured I would save it because it is kind of a ceremony, the end of a bottle.
Oh, the end of a bottle.
I'm finishing off a bottle of scotch.
Oh, Scotch. Macallan 12.
Yep, we're going to finish off this Macallan. There's not a whole lot left, but enough for this starting segment.
Drinking out of the dad decanter today.
And I got a nice little square-ish rocks glass.
I'm just going to pour a nice little slug of, I think it's Evan Williams White Label. Evan Williams White Label in there.
Yep.
And after that loss, Jaden IVM opening some Halloween candy. I didn't steal my Halloween candy from a child either. This is just leftovers. I like the weird candy, so my wife makes sure to put some aside for me. When she's putting together the buckets. We put out about 5 buckets of candy this year.
What is your definition of weird candy?
I like the gummy cola bottles.
Now, did you ever have the wax bottles?
You mean the ones that were like wax and you put the top off of them, there's like liquid in them?
Yes.
Absolutely, I've had those.
Those were unique. Didn't they have other wax things like...
Did you ever have the wax lips?
Yeah, what was the point of those?
It was literally, there was this weird period in the late 80s, early 90s, where they just marketed wax to us to eat like candy. Like chew the wax. Don't ever swallow it. Spit it out when you're done. But chew on this flavored, colorful wax that might have a little tiny bit of, because I think the lips, when you bit down, I think there was a little bit of candy on the inside, the same way there was liquid in the bottle. I think there was a tiny flavor of something in them. But I also think it was just the fact that you got these stupid wax lips that you got to walk around with.
So what was the number one costume you saw in your neighborhood? Was there a clear and definite winner? You remember when we went through a week or two ago, we went through our Halloween costumes and what Spirit Halloween thought it would be, and I think USA Today. So, from your firsthand experience,
it's hard to. I would say the costume I probably saw the most. I saw a few ghost faces from Scream.
Okay.
Little kids, there was a lot of Mario and Pokemon characters. A lot. What I saw a lot of would be like the 2 parents with the toddler. And the toddler's like Princess Peach, or the toddler's like Yoshi, and the parents are like 2 different Mario characters.
Those parents are at home eating that candy right now.
There was one, like, they did, the kid was Pikachu, the little toddler was Pikachu, the dad was like the Ash, I think his name is, from Pokemon, and then the other parent was like another Pokemon character, and they were so like there was a lot of that kind of deal happening. So I said, if I were to tell you what was the most common costume, I'm gonna call Pokemon a costume. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Between all the different Pokemon and the guy Ash, that was probably the thing I saw the most of. There were a good amount, and what I love is a good group costume. There were a decent amount of group costumes. There was a group of like pre-teens, I'm going to label them, that were the Pink Ladies
From
and
Greece?
what were the guys?
The Greasers?
Were they called the Greasers? I don't know. I
I
know
have no idea. I have no idea.
but they were the two groups from Greece walking around together. That was really
What
cool.
were the guys from Greece? They were the. I really have no idea.
The grease balls.
The Grease Balls.
Who are we? We're the grease balls.
Yeah, that sounds good. Pink ladies
We're
and
the
grease balls.
the pink
We'll go with
ladies,
that.
and we're hanging out with the grease balls over here.
Title of the episode right now: Strong with Grease Balls.
The
Grease Balls.
strong.
Grease Balls in the running.
Actually, that's
for,
the whole title.
episode title.
Strong with grease balls.
Strong with Grease Balls.
Strong with grease balls. So those are probably the most common costumes that I saw. Now, what I will say is, this year, I also noticed a lot more. How do I put this politely? Lack of bag.
What are they carrying instead of a bag?
A lot of people use pillowcases now, I noticed.
Oh yeah, the pillowcase. You got to go with that hope that you're gonna get that much.
Is that a thing?
I mean,
I've
I
never
always
thought
would
of
take
that.
it.
Never
Why
heard
not
of
take
that.
a pillowcase? When I was a little kid, I would take those like McDonald's things they had, like the little
buckets?
pumpkin bucket. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I remember you move on to a pillowcase. You fucking grow up and move on to a pillowcase.
See, I always had like either like a Halloween bag, like some kind of like bag that was purchased specifically for like, this is a Halloween bag to walk around with your candy with, or like grocery bag. Like I've literally walked around with the old school paper like grocery bag as a kid. And
Wait,
it was just like,
wait,
yeah.
stop.
What?
Paper bag?
What's wrong with a paper bag?
You did not walk around on Halloween. Okay.
What?
Buddy. I mean, a grocery bag already is just okay. You're taking a grocery bag around, but
Well, I didn't want the plastic grocery bag.
If you tell people that you took a grocery bag trick or treating, 99% are gonna picture a plastic bag.
No,
who has a paper bag like they're carrying a child?
It was like
underneath
it was
the
like
arm?
1992. There weren't even really that many. Like more often than not, you got paper bags from the grocery store. So that's what we had a ton of.
Oh man, what if it rained?
I mean, I'd be fucked as a kid.
Oh, jeez.
So
Okay.
the thing is, these were sitting in the cooler, so they're cold, and cold gummies are like a little bit harder to chew.
My father got me hooked on cold Reese's Pieces. I can't even remember. I don't remember what it was. We went to a movie theater when I was young. I don't even remember the movie, nothing like that. I remember that afterwards, the candy went in the freezer when we got home, and it was delicious afterwards.
I used to
But
put Oreos in the fridge or the freezer when I was a kid a couple times. Like I wouldn't put the whole pack in there. I would take like 2 or 3, put them on a napkin when I was a kid, put them up in the back of the freezer, and then come back like a day later and just like pull them out, snack on those. So,
are you a dunker?
am I a dunker? Dunking them in the milk? So
Okay, that's already too long of an explanation.
yes, I normally 1000% would be. However,
Yes.
at 41 years old,
Yes.
milk doesn't agree with me very well. So I have transitioned to I am now an oat milk person. But being an oat milk person comes with a good amount of sacrifice because oat milk by itself is not that great.
Almond milk is. I like
don't
almond milk
sweet.
on my
I have to get
cereal.
unsweetened. I don't like sweet. I don't like the additional
Gotcha.
sweetness in there. And that's the thing though is that flavor works for coffee or some cereals. Like it works for really sugary cereals. I'll come back and tell you a cereal I had in just a moment. But with that, the Oreo dunked into oat milk isn't that great. So I love an Oreo dunked into milk. I love it. Do I have it very often? No.
That got out of control. All right.
So to the cereal, I wanted to touch on this because I talked about cereal a moment ago. Have you heard about the Kelsey Mix cereal?
I'm already out.
You're already out? It's delicious.
I'm already out. What is it?
So I think it's Kellogg's or whatever the cereal company is did a promotion with the Kelsey brothers, the football players, and It's a cereal that apparently is the combination cereal they would make as kids. It's Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and
Those are already two of my favorites,
Reese
so don't
Puffs.
screw it up. Oh, don't throw that
All
in
in the
there.
same box.
No.
Reese Puffs,
Oh.
really?
Yeah, I'm not a big chocolate or peanut butter or anything fan for cereal. No.
It works nicely with the cinnamon, and honestly, I thought the Lucky Charms would be the weird part, but all they do is they kind of just add like a sweetness. So it's
Gotcha.
really fucking good. You can make it yourself, or you can just go buy a box so it's already all put together, and they make it for you.
That's interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah. So other than Halloween, other than trick or treat, other than me eating a bunch of really bad, terrible cereal for you, um, what else you been playing? What you been doing?
Uh, let's see. Since we talked last, I made it to FC Cincinnati's first playoff game. We won 1-0. Playoffs are a best of three in the first round, so they're playing actually in New York tomorrow. And if a game three is necessary, they'll come back here to Cincinnati. But right now, we're up 1-0. That was a lot of fun. Besides that, I've gotten back into the only turn-based game I've ever enjoyed, which is
Based game.
XCOM.
XCOM.
XCOM 2.
I never
To
got
be
to play
specific.
two. I
It's
played
fantastic.
the original XCOM on PC when I was a kid in high school.
I'm playing it currently on Switch because on my downtime at work, I can pull out and do a mission real quick, or just whatever I need. Like it depends what I could do. Some of the maintenance type things around the base, or if it's actually a drop-in top-down mission, I can do that. Current score in the Charlotte Orlando game 0-0. Sorry if you were wondering what I glanced up at. We got our different playoff sports going right now.
I'm watching this. What is this? Wild. The Wild versus the Lightning. 1-1 right now. 12:30 left in the second period.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so I've been on the XCOM a bit,
Okay.
and yeah, a little bit of FC Cincinnati this week,
So you said
and
I want
I'm
to touch
working on
on.
trying to move and pack. No, go ahead.
I want to touch on. You said the only turn-based game you really play.
Th-
What
There,
makes this one different?
I don't know. It's hard to explain,
Is
but
it the
there's
alien storyline? Is it that thing? Because that's a plus for me with that game.
it's a plus. The storyline's fantastic, but I don't know. Something about the certainty of death when you play it in Iron Man mode, which is every turn you make, it makes a save. It makes a save, and it saves over your previous save. So, like,
Oh.
every decision you make is going to matter. And if that soldier who you've built up to a rank that's really high and on XCOM 2 can develop bond mates with people they go, like, if they go on a lot of missions together, they work well together. All of a sudden, you have these two that are bonded that when they go on missions, they can give each other an extra turn and stuff like that. But if one of them dies, the other one will suffer severe mental, like he might have a freak out on the field and run out into the thing just shooting, or he might hunker down and not be available for 2 turns because he's scared and just hiding and could die. He'll have like mental issues going forward. They'll develop what they call oh, what is it? One of my characters just got one that when because he saw basically I had two
This
soldiers.
is very intense. This is
It
why
is.
you like this turn-based
This
game.
is why I like this
Because I have
turn-based
to
game.
solve people's problems. Everybody gets attached, and everybody's friends, and they all have problems. And
Well,
I
there
get
were
to
two
solve their
soldiers that
problems.
were rookies on a mission for me, and it almost like it gives you a story without being a. I mean, there's a story going on, but for me, there were two rookies out there. One of them gets shot by a viper, which is an alien species, and all of a sudden, the next one, whenever he sees a viper on the first turn, he will freak out and be unavailable for 1 turn. He's just gotten used to. He's scared now because he's seen that alien kill a soldier of his next to him. I also
So,
made him carry that guy's body out too, so that may have done something to him.
so you're like Space Mary Poppins.
Oh, I don't know about Space Mary Poppins, but I'm space
Alien anti because it takes place on Earth actually, so you wouldn't be
space
space.
general. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This one does take place on Earth. The aliens have taken over Earth, and you're now the rebellion, basically
Mm.
trying to gain Earth back.
I remember the first game was a little bit more. It was covert, like you were kind
Yeah,
of trying to fight aliens but trying to keep it on the down low,
yeah,
like trying to not let the public know about the existence of aliens. So
right.
this one sounds like you said they've already taken over, and
They've taken over. They're trying public propaganda things. They're called Advent, and we are the Splinter Cell faction XCOM that's trying to overthrow this new government that's going to bring peace, but it's all the aliens. And yeah,
aliens
there's.
are always a good video game subject.
Did you ever play Destroy All Humans?
I played a little bit of the first one. I know they've made a few of those
What
games,
a fun game.
which, for those not familiar, the Destroy All Humans games essentially is Grand Theft Auto, but you're an alien, and does that do it justice?
Uh yeah. I mean, you're not stealing. You have a spaceship. I'd say yeah. It's an open world. It's almost more Red Dead Redemption. I don't know. You're not really.
But open
Well,
world with
yeah,
the
it's
mini
open
games
world.
and little missions.
What I
And
love about it is it's vintage Americana, 1950s white picket fence. Honey, your coffee's ready, and like scared.
so we're live,
I
and we're
have no
back,
idea what we're talking about.
and you love XCOM,
You ruined it.
the tech,
My
um,
mind.
technology decided to be technology, and we're bouncing back as quick as we can.
Yeah, we're not bouncing back from
We
this.
are, we are.
All right,
You know what we're doing? Yeah. Cheers,
you
buddy.
drinking? Cheers.
Drinking.
Let me pop a beer. You got a beer? You got your beer of the week?
Do I have a beer? So, I have a beer, but also I have a 50 West pint glass.
50 West.
So I went to a new bar,
I really like their amber ale.
a bar I'd never been to. I went to Camp Springs Tavern in Camp Springs, Kentucky. It's right next to Neltner's Farm.
Okay.
Neltner's is a good. We go there for pumpkin patch every
Pumpkin
year
patch.
for fall stuff, fall festivities. And this year, after we went with the family, my wife and I went across the street to Camp Springs Tavern. I think it's owned by the same people, but they had a deal going on where if you ordered a 50 West beer, you got to keep the pint glass, take it home.
Ah, I remember those reps showing up and offering those deals and whatnot.
But they try to give me one with every beer.
Oh, nice.
I had to tell them that no, like I just need one glass. I don't need more than one
I
pint
already have
glass.
so many.
But the beer, what do you got?
I'm being very plain.
How plain? Like
So plain that I'm going with the basic one out of the variety pack.
the basic one out of the variety pack. So when
You
you say the
should know
variety
what I'm
pack,
talking about.
it makes me think that it's the variety pack that we both bought,
Yep.
which makes me think that that's a Sam Adams Boston Lager.
That's a Sam Adams Boston Lager.
That's a delicious beer. There's nothing wrong with a Sam Adams Boston Lager. So, I've got something a little interesting because I went to the store yesterday. I told myself, if it's Halloween, if it's trick or treat,
Yep.
I want to have a new beer or something to sip on. I ended
Yeah,
up
it's
getting
always good to
this-
be drunk so you could. It makes it more impossible to get the candy in the bags.
Well, my wife honestly does the majority of the candy passing out.
Were you dressed up? Were you scaring kids?
I
Were
wear.
you-
I have a Halloween shirt that says "I'm just here for the booze," BOOS, and it's got a ghost on it. I wear just that and some track pants and a pair of Vans and a hat and a jacket and call it a day.
You could be anything. You could be. Let's get you a velvet tracksuit and
I'm just
make
sitting in
you,
a chair. I'm sitting in a chair, passing out candy and drinking beer. I don't need that elaborate of a costume.
Russian mob boss.
What is your obsession with wanting to see me in a tracksuit?
Oh, I don't know. It's not that I want to see you in a tracksuit.
You're just like, let's do something with a tracksuit. My boss,
Yeah, yeah.
a guy who runs the mafia in front of a deli in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
sitting in a lawn chair.
Okay, I'm on a temporary setup. Just let's more of the whole pull the curtain back. Ooh,
Okay.
almost. Um, I've got a very very temporary setup going. Kind of
Okay.
looks like it usually does, but I've got. Are you familiar with the old perfectly square card tables?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm on one of those, and it is rickety. It's rocking, and it's just
I thought I saw a little bit of movement.
yeah. The cat ran by.
Okay.
That's what caused that. So we're dealing. I've got a photo background up here that I've hung some scarves over, but soon we'll have a hopefully a whole new setup with a bar behind me and the scarves permanently on the wall. And yeah, because moving and packing, it's not fun. I'm not having fun with it. I got a question for you. How old are you allowed to be to ask your friend who does podcasts with you if he's still willing to help you lift furniture?
Oh God. Um, I will tell you this.
No, it's okay. I'm getting a moving crew.
I was gonna say when your friend who you do podcasts with moved, he hired people
Yep.
to move his stuff.
I bet it made it a lot better.
Best money we ever spent.
After
Literally,
the show, I'll talk to you and find out who you
We
went through, and
oh,
we'll
I'll tell
talk
you,
about it.
big blue
Big Blue?
movers, big blue
Yeah.
movers. Amazing experience. We've heard from multiple people about that. It's weird. We're doing like a live promo for them on a podcast, but cool.
Yeah, random.
They were great. They were great when we moved. Fucking wonderful company.
I'll have
But
to think about see if I can.
you should go
make
with
that
them.
happen.
They got a
I'll
big
check it out.
blue UK Wildcat on their trucks.
I've seen it. It's
So,
very appealing. I would
very-
not go with the Louisville Cardinal movers.
Very good experience. So this beer is interesting. This is from Fretboard Brewing. I literally saw
Fretboard.
it, thought about it. I love the style, bought it. This is, I guess it's a series now. You know how they have their
What's the
Bootsy-
style?
It's a cream ale.
Okay.
You know how they have their Bootsy Collins, Bootsy IPA beer.
I saw Bootsy on Monday.
Oh, really?
Oh yes, sorry. To go completely off. This podcast should be called Mike and the Guy with Attention Deficit. Okay, so at the game, FC Cincinnati has a tradition at the beginning of every game that there is a small little stone pillar type thing that a sword is pulled from, and a celebrity or guest will pull the sword. And fireworks will go off, and we start chanting and singing and everything. And it was awesome because Monday it just happened to be Bootsy, and he was there in his full Bootsy getup, and he came out and he was rocking with the drummers and stuff like that, and getting a little dancing going. And he pulled the sword on Monday, so yeah, I am. Yes, I am familiar with the Bootsy beer.
Well, this is a different Bootsy beer. This
A different
is
Bootsy
a
beer.
new beer. This is Bootsy's
Fear the
Tiger Cream Ale. So from Fretboard Brewing, this is the Fear the Tiger Cream Ale. It's got a nice light color to it. Nice golden blonde.
Bootsy Collins, Hall of Famer, Cincinnati.
God, I love a good cream ale.
Yeah.
One of my favorite beers of all time. All time.
Okay.
Comes from Black Horse Brewing in Tennessee.
Okay.
I think they're in Nashville specifically. It is a vanilla cream ale. So it's like
That sounds good.
like it looks like it's a mug root beer style product, like the way the branding and the can is set up. It is the smoothest, most delicious fucking beer. The vanilla cream ale from Black Horse Brewing. That is one of my favorite beers of all time.
That sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do too many of the cream ale. Yeah, I don't know. Not really my go-to style and whatnot. Let me close a tab randomly that apparently opened during all of our. I reset when you reset. We're just pulling the curtain back on everything. It was just a full meltdown.
The rest of this episode is just a drinking party, essentially, from here on out. That's what we're doing. The agenda has gone out the window. You're playing a bunch of XCOM. I'm stuck in Elden Ring hell.
I'm mad at you.
How many RPGs do you play? Like
Currently,
class building RPGs, like you got to up your levels RPGs.
It would be Mass Effect,
Okay.
Skyrim, and Starfield would be, if I'm thinking of things that come to mind that I've played that I would consider RPGs where I was leveling up, it would be, yeah, Mass Effect, Skyrim, and Starfield. Yeah.
I am not. I don't play that many of those style games. So Elden Ring was new. I picked up Elden Ring. Elden Ring's like the third or fourth game in its series of its style by its company. So like it has a following. I saw how popular it was and picked it up.
You picked up a vicious game.
I picked up a hell of a game. The problem is I was not prepared for how to properly level up my character. You have different categories, different like skills that you level up. So like in Elden Ring, you have like strength, vitality, mind, dexterity, stamina. Then there's like
Ooh, Fallout's another one. I
intelligence.
just thought about Fallout because of intelligence and things like that. I forgot about like the mental
And
level
then
ups.
what's the one? Arcane, and then there's like two more. But there's all of these different levels, and like at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna level up everything. I'm gonna get everything really big, and then realized by the time I was at level 50, I wasn't good enough at anything to do anything. Like
You didn't
I
really.
was I was just a really big, bulky
You
opening
were good.
character.
You were good at a lot of stuff, but not great at anything.
Yeah, I didn't have the perfect magic set up. I wasn't really necessarily super barbarian strong. I just kind of
You were thinking you were going to spread it around evenly, and it
I
ended
thought
up
that was
screwing
what
you
to
over.
do. Yeah, and now I'm at this point where okay, I'm
I
not
usually
good enough
try
to
to do the
face
same
any of the
thing.
bosses, the major bosses. I have to keep grinding right now, and I'm at like level 79, and I'm still just gonna grind to like 150 before I go try to accomplish the next main story fucking thing.
Gotcha. I'm checking my parlay right now. The person that I was relying on for tonight's parlay is Mr. Tyrese Halliburton, and he is currently in a timeout in the third quarter with 2 minutes left with 9 points. I need him to get 11 points by the end of the game. LeBron's gotten me his. Jaylen Brown got me his. I need Tyrese to get his now. But anyway,
So they
the Charlotte Orlando game is going to penalty kicks.
So that 15 leg parlay actually ended up not going through because San Diego State closed the spread a little bit. So even if dude wouldn't have made the points, there was a football game in that parlay as well that the spread did not make.
Doesn't hurt as bad.
Yeah, it hurts a little bit less. So now it's
A
going
little
to
bit
be
less.
like 13 out of 15 legs.
There you go.
That's okay. That hurts less.
I mean, yeah, honestly, it does because it's the one miss that really just is painful.
So how familiar are you with these different Reese's products?
I'm familiar with the pieces and the cups.
Pieces in the cups. We've got a new one that came out for Halloween this year. This is the Reese's Werewolf Track.
What?
I don't know if you... And it's interesting. I've already had this before. This is
It looks
first time
weird.
I'm gonna be having this one.
Is it white chocolate, I guess?
It's half white, half black. It's vanilla flavored cream.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I was gonna open this right now and eat it, but it's really sweet. So I'm actually gonna put it down. But I'm gonna talk about the fact that I've had this.
Yeah.
The vanilla isn't powerful enough to where it feels like it's anything different than a normal Reese cup. If my eyes were closed and I just ate both this and a regular Reese cup, I'd be hard pressed to tell the difference.
Now you guys experienced some rain during your trick or treat there, didn't you?
It was on and off rain this year. It started really early in the day, but luckily by the time trick or treat was about 20 minutes in, it had
I
stopped.
feel like when I was a kid, it was much darker during trick or treat.
Darker and always colder. I remember snow when I would trick or treat sometimes as a kid.
That's interesting. I don't know. I don't remember that one so much. I remember lots of leaves and piles of leaves and running into piles of leaves or trying to bury ourselves. You know, when you have like a neighborhood with the driveways and all the driveways have the same like tunnel underneath of them. or little like drainage tube underneath of them. Everybody's yard, if you have a driveway at the very end by the street, sometimes there's a drainage tunnel underneath of it,
Oh, yeah. The
and
little tube.
your yard bends down the same exact way going into the tube. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We used to lay down in that little trench and cover ourselves with leaves and sit up and scare the crap out of other trick-or-treaters. This is when it wasn't about trick-or-treat anymore, and it was about the good nature of Halloween.
Being a menace.
Throwing some scares
being a
around.
neighborhood menace.
Working the same street 3 times with 3 different masks.
Can we
So you
make
don't have
this
to walk
boy
that far.
poop himself? Can we scare him so bad he poops himself?
I like your Morgan Freeman. That was pretty good.
Is that Morgan? I wasn't even going for a Morgan Freeman, but
No, that was pretty good. You said poops himself like Morgan Freeman, which was pretty impressive.
He's gonna poop himself.
Yeah.
What was the guy? What was the guy's name in Shawshank Redemption? Andy Dufresne.
Andy Dufresne.
Andy Dufresne was my friend.
And he pooped himself.
Andy Dufresne climbed through a river of shit.
What is wrong with us?
Isn't that what happens in Shawshank Redemption? Doesn't he climb through like a river of shit or something like that?
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
I think he crawls through a poop pipe at some point in that movie.
Yeah, my favorite thing is actually Family Guy did a remake of, they did their own version of Shawshank, and Peter bangs on the pipe to the beat of the Friends theme because the guard is watching the Friends, and when it starts, and that's him beating on the pipe, and I don't know, it's all I remember from that. It was really funny. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
that's how he broke the pipe. Yeah, he was waiting, he's listening to the guard, and that's how he broke the shit pipe that he was going to go through. He's sitting there with a rock over
that was his
head,
way of covering up,
and he
the
covered it
sound.
with the time. Yes, exactly.
Okay, because I thought you were like,
Thanks
he
for
was
bringing
just
that back
waiting
around.
and making it happen. Okay. So cream ale, fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, same as Boston Lager. It's a good lager.
So
Tastes a little more on the amber side to me.
I've been in that Elden Ring hole. Honestly, other than that, my baseball career is going fantastic. I have moved up. I am no longer.
I'm mad at you, bud.
I am no longer on the Lookouts. I am now on the Louisville Bats. I have moved up. Why are you mad?
That's great, but we are in, what year is it? 2024.
Yes, the year of our Lord.
Are you going to pretend that you're not seeing the messages that I'm sending you?
I see them.
You're not going to respond? You can't hit pause? Or you can't save your game and go, you know what? I'm going to play some baseball with my buddy.
Oh, here we go.
But no. You're just going to keep ignoring me on PlayStation. You know what that's called? Ducking. You're ducking me.
Okay.
You're ducking me.
Okay. See, the last time we played baseball, you quit. You wanted to quit about like.
I felt bad for the people. I felt bad for the people.
I felt bad for you.
No, I felt bad for the people.
Okay.
You don't want none of this.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. We're going to have to end up getting back on baseball and on college football.
We got to get back on just some gaming in general.
I don't know what I'm going to do in my college career when my I've only got like 4 seasons left or 4 games left in my
Is there a way you can light the
senior
stream
year.
up for a little bit and we UFC each other in the face?
We'll have to try with it, especially with after that thing after it crashing.
Oh,
let me take a look.
Yeah. Oh, and your Xbox with that anyway.
Yeah.
So, but no, I was just thinking we finished the drinking show by punching each other digitally.
What you're just like, I want to drink and I want to have violence.
Well,
so at this point I feel like
all right,
just
Charlotte just won. That's going to go to game 3. So that's very interesting. Orlando won at home. Charlotte won at home. Now it's going to go back to Orlando. And yeah, that's a team that we might see. This is the team that gets to play Messi and Miami next if they win. Basically,
half of the audience didn't know you were talking about soccer.
Yeah,
of the audience,
probably
I mean,
so.
the one person watching.
Yeah.
So I think we'll just do a shot. You want to do a
You
shot?
hear that noise? I'm digging in my bag.
Broken glass. Right.
Real glass. Cry about it.
Cry me a river.
Cry me a river.
All right, I'm gonna let you pick a bottle.
What is that white bottle? Is that fucking Malibu?
It's not. Do you want the white bottle or you want a different
Get that
one?
white bottle.
All right. You can't worry about me swapping now because there's only one bright white bottle.
I'm gonna reach down in here. I don't even know what I'm grabbing yet.
Oh my god.
Should I go something round or something with an edge?
Something
Let's
round
see.
was the bottle. I was like something round or something with an edge.
Renfield and Sons salted
Renfield?
caramel flavored whiskey.
I'm actually a little jealous.
Salted caramel flavored whiskey. I'm not against that.
So we might have a problem.
What's the problem? Is it curdled?
I don't know what this actually is made with, but I
Uh-oh.
have kinky
Yes.
fruit punch.
Kinky fruit punch.
What is this? Is this a liqueur?
Yeah, Kinky is some kind of brand of liqueur.
Oh yeah, it says on this side here liqueur.
Yeah. What's your alcohol percentage? I'm gonna get, what is it, 30 or 25?
32.
32. So it's 64 proof. That's not terrible.
Oh no. 32
Oh, you mean
proof.
it's 32 proof?
This is
Oh,
this is 17%. It's like a beer. Now
all right.
I feel like now I should grab one of these other ones.
No.
I'm gonna pull an executive move. I'm gonna pull an executive production move. I'm gonna swap it out because you're doing salted caramel whiskey. So I'm actually gonna do something that's 100 proof.
What's that?
Yukon Jack Snakebite.
Oh, a snake bite. That's a classic Yukon Jack with some Rose's lime juice right there. If somebody was asked for a snake bite. There's also the snake bite shot. There is a difference. There's a snake bite drink and there's a snake bite shot. The snake bite drink specifically calls for Yukon Jack.
The snakebite shot is wait. Isn't there a snakebite that's like a half and half, like a half beer, half beer?
Oh, there is. Is that the one with cider?
Yeah, isn't there like a cider and something else?
I don't know on that one.
Hold on. Snakebite beer.
The snake bite shot with Yukon Jack that's Yukon Jack and the lime. That's it.
Equal parts lager and cider.
Lager and cider. Okay, see, I was right.
If
Man.
a dash of black currant cordial is added, it's known as a diesel.
Snake bite diesel. Okay.
Just a diesel, I guess.
A diesel.
But you've got one more time for the people. What do you got?
Renfield and Sons salted caramel flavored whiskey.
This is,
Forgive the light in front of me that is for my little look at that eye. That catch light. It's beautiful.
Yukon Jack.
Is it
100
limey?
proof
Does it smell limey?
Snakebite. Oh my, yes. Very limey. It literally just smells like Rose's lime juice.
Usually, if you've seen me do this, I immediately retract in some kind of horror at the smell. This smells like heaven. I mean, it smells like salted caramel. You look like you're using it as a nasal spray.
Get some of that all up in my nose. That way I can breathe. All right. Cheers. Here's Snakebite 100 proof. Oh,
That was delicious. You all right, bud?
that's like lime whiskey.
Your face is as red as your jersey right
What
now.
is that?
Oh yeah, that's lime. That's a lot. That cocktail. Truly, if you look up a classic snakebite cocktail per old bartending books, it is Yukon Jack and Rose's lime juice. But you use like a quarter of an ounce. It's not a splash of Rose's lime juice. There's more Rose's lime juice in there than there should be.
So,
Is that what you're getting?
yes. Here's why. I looked at the label. I figured it out. There's still some in the bottle. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Mine was freaking delicious, by the way. If you get a chance, Renfield and Sons, salted caramel.
I will say, if you put that in Sprite, let's party. Here's what it is. Here's what I think they did. On
Okay.
the label, it says Yukon Jack Snake Bite. 50% alcohol by volume, liqueur with natural whiskey flavor. So this is
it's not a normal
whiskey
it's not,
with lime
yeah.
flavor. I bet this is a like lime liqueur
Yep.
with some whiskey flavor added in there.
That's not good.
That's why it tastes like I want to put my head through a piece of drywall. It has fight juice right there, though. I feel like I'm gonna fucking
Fight you.
holy shit! That's got some punch to it. That is
See, don't say that. Now I want to play you on a game and fight you. Even if the people don't get to see it, I want to fight you. I want to play baseball. I want to play... You gonna play basketball with me sometime? We got wrestling as well. UFC. I like the UFC. We'll figure it out. What is that? I thought that was a deviled egg.
yeah. I'm just sitting over here eating deviled eggs.
I thought it was it looked like a deviled egg.
It's the Reese's Wolf thing.
Oh.
Wolf poop.
Reese wolf poop.
Wolf track.
Wolf track.
It's all right. Just a Reese cup with a little bit of vanilla.
Well, this has been a night.
This has been something where the internet decided to internet, computers decided to computer.
One day, for old time's sake, it's going to be fun to do this in the same room. We'll have to still, like, set up our individual computers and everything.
I think we
like,
might actually come to blows.
it would be fun.
I think at this point we might actually fight.
But, like, I could take this little bottle and throw it, and they would see it go off my camera and come onto your camera and hit you. Oh, man. The magic of... Yeah. That's what's going to happen. How's your fantasy football looking before we go?
Pretty good. We're picking back up. We've got about 2 weeks of wins now under our belt.
Oh, yeah? Nice. I lost by like a 0.3 something margin. I lost by one of the smallest margins to our buddy Derek.
Puka
Derek
Nakua coming back helped.
not real happy because I sat down somebody on purpose. I was like, you know what? I am going to sit down Jacoby Myers from the Raiders, and I'm going to play Yoshivas. It'll be a good decision. It was not a good decision. So, yeah. Always good to go. Always good to go out on a strong note.
Right? You're losing at fantasy football, and I'm eating a mouthful of Reese cups. Well,
next week we got this.
This is free on the internet. You can't get your money back. So there you go. That's
Thanks
what you
for
get.
your time. That's what you get.
Next week.
That's what you get.